Hey guys, it's Lisa, and today we're going to talk about all of the shopping and adventures I just had in Dallas. One of my favorite shopping places ever. Like above Miami, above Rodeo Drive. I love shopping in Dallas. So it's very appropriate that this part of the video is sponsored by Ideal Diamonds. And I just went and got one of my favorite necklaces because they have given us a Valentine's Day code. It's Lisa D10, and they're having specials where one of the gifts is actually what I keep my Ideal Diamond jewelry in. But the concept of these lab-created diamonds, which I had no idea. I had never seen a lab-created diamond. And to be honest, I was kind of skeptical. But you guys, they are beautiful. If you've been with me, you have seen me wearing these necklaces like nonstop. And I see this was the first necklace I got. And it kind of just slides along the chain. And oh gosh, I'm not going to be able to show you every piece. But I would have to say my favorite two pieces or two necklaces would be this one, which is my initial with the diamond. And these are ethically sourced. And all of this is in 14 karat gold. So I love the fact that it's comfortable and I can wear it in the shower. I can wear it to sleep in. I never take it off. Matter of fact, I wore this for months and then I put this one on and I have not taken it off. Now this one, you can wear this one like horizontal this way or vertical that way. And I love it so much. This is the kind of jewelry I really like. Like I do love costume jewelry, but I love being able to put something on and not have to worry about taking it off. The prices are very fair. Keep in mind, these are real lab-created diamonds and it's 14 karat gold, but there is no middleman. And I've really enjoyed working with this company. So I have a code, Lisa D10. I'll put it down below for your discount. And I'm not going to show you anything that I do not feel very comfortable with you getting and that you would love it. On this side, I think I just have the double studs, but you guys know I have the one that hangs down. I have the one that's like a jacket, so you can, once you get your studs, then you can get different little pieces to put on it. I first heard about this brand from Tamara Kalinick, and you know, she has like a beautiful, just all kinds of diamonds on her ears, and I always love that look. But I do want something that I don't have to take out, put back in, and that is dainty enough and is not going to break out my skin. So I have loved this. So I will put my code down below. And thank you to Ideal Diamonds for sponsoring this part of the video. Today we're going to go over everything I bought, everything I wore, and everything I did, and everything I ate in Dallas. I just went there last week from Wednesday to Saturday, and I went to one event. That was one of my purposes for going. It was kind of, I had a couple of things in mind, and I went for Colleen Rothschild's 10-year anniversary. So that was an event that I went to. And then I also had an appointment with Chanel for their new collection and some other things that we'll get into. And I just went and ate lunch, and I'm going to put on a lip combo with you soon, but I haven't worn it yet. I want to try it with you. Now let's get on to some shopping and some other luxury things. Okay, first of all, let's put on some lips. And one of the days when I was shopping at the mall, one of the girls in Sephora had on a lip combo, and she said it was this one. It was number 772. And I did not even realize that Dior has come out with new lip liners. So we're going to put that on today. And it is very dark, very cold, very dreary day. And I am sitting in my bedroom on the floor in front of a triple window to try to get good light for you guys. And the middle of my lip has split. I don't know when the last time that has ever happened to me. And I guess it's because I have been outside more than usual and maybe been on the plane and everything, but I think this lip combo is going to feel good. So this is the 772 Classic. So it's one with color, but not too crazy. There you go. So that's the Classic. And I had on some lip conditioner. And then she said it was the Rosewood Lip Oil. That feels so good. So let's see how this does. I will bet she filled in her lip, but I am just going to leave it like that for now because that is a lot of color for me, but it's pretty. Okay, so that's one of the things that I did get. They didn't even have it at Sephora. Matter of fact, they had it. I had to get it from Nordstrom in the beauty department. And don't forget, not sponsored, you get the extra points now on your Nordstrom card when you shop beauty. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. I was invited to this event and I had been talking to a Chanel rep at that Neiman Marcus because, you know, every time I go to Dallas, I go to the flagship Neiman Marcus store. I love it. I've gotten a pink Chanel bag there. I've gotten a little Chanel change purse type thing that I keep in my wallet. And ever since I started watching Lisa and Karen Napoli, I have been admiring Lisa's Chanel bag. Now hers looks vintage. So first thing I did is I thought, well, I'm going to buy a vintage Chanel bag, but they are still so expensive and they're older and they're already scuffed up and everything. And so I was like, okay, what else? So I ended up buying the bag that I've been using. It's lambskin. Oh my gosh, let me go get it. Hold on. Okay, here it is. You've probably seen it in some of my videos, but oh my gosh, I have enjoyed this bag so much more than I thought I would. Matter of fact, when I first got it, I didn't use it for so long because of it being lambskin. And I was just so worried, you know, that I was going to scratch it, this, that. And I just thought to myself, you know, like I always say, you only live once. Every day is a gift. I am going to enjoy that bag. And I have loved it. I just traveled with it, wore it crossbody every day. And I can see just a little bit of wear just from it getting, you know, used. I haven't been using that pocket in the back or anything, but I love it. It's got plenty of room on the inside. And so I have formed a great relationship with my sales associate at Neiman Marcus. She has been there 16 years and I've just thoroughly enjoyed working with her. She has given me quite a Chanel education. So the first thing that I did when I got there, my flight was great, and I'm going to put like all of my outfits. I left early in the morning that morning. I took my Quinn blazer because that sucker is warm and it just goes with everything. And I just kind of took like a little capsule wardrobe with me because I didn't know what I would buy there. Even though I really didn't plan on shopping for clothes, I knew it was going to be a bag, a belt, things that I like to spend money on, blazers, things like that. So I wore some Zara trousers. I think I wore a cashmere sweater, that coat, my cashmere scarf. These, oh my gosh, you guys, I love these. Wore these on the plane. I was freezing the whole time. I don't know what was going on because on the way back, I wasn't that cold. So loved these, loved my scarf. I will say if I had to do it again with the J. Crew cashmere scarf, I would get the bigger one. I needed the bigger one because I was like spreading it out, trying to make it a blanket. But so I really enjoyed my flights there. It was like I got to the airport, I got on the plane, in Atlanta, I got on that crazy train, got right to my flight. It was like I never sat down that whole day. Got to the hotel, I stayed at the Jewel. Colleen put us up for that night of her event, and then I paid for additional couple of nights there. I had never stayed there, a beautiful hotel. Every meal I ate in their restaurant, which is looking out over that big eyeball. I'm sure if you've been in downtown Dallas, you've seen that. Every morning for breakfast, I had eggs and bacon, or one morning I had eggs and they let me split the bacon and the sausage. So it was delicious. I mean, all of that. I walked down to Neiman Marcus and kind of just looked around. I did buy some footless tights, Spanx, because I had been so cold. I was freaked out about being cold the night of the event. And then I talked to her and looked at the small Chanel flat bag because I decided that's what I wanted. I wanted a just original flat bag. And if you're not familiar with Chanel, you cannot buy that except if you're in the boutique. They will not ship it to you. There is not a bag that's similar. There's not a bag that's the same size. There's not a bag that has the double straps. It's just, they have kept it very unique. And if you would like to buy one, even a used one, the price has gone up so much that you might as well buy a new one. So I knew I wanted to buy a flat bag. I had told my parents the night before. That was what I was going for. And she invited me to an event on that Thursday where they were putting out the new collection. And so I made an appointment for 1 o'clock. So when I got there that Wednesday, I went just to say hello to her. I got my Spanx and I looked at the small flat bag with gold and the medium flat bag with silver. And you guys know I have always been a gold girl, but for some reason, the Chanel bag with the silver was just speaking to me. I just couldn't quit thinking about it. I couldn't get it out of my mind. So that night, I messaged my parents and sent them pictures of the bags. And my mom said, well, don't let me influence you, but I like this small one with the gold. So I was like, okay, I put that in my head. Then I had dinner, Whataburger, with Marnie that night. She came in later and we ate in the lobby, had a good time, caught up, just had a great night. The night before, after I went to Neiman Marcus, because see, I got in Dallas like at 10 o'clock. So I ate lunch, checked in my room, went to Neiman Marcus, and then I went to the mall, the big mall that I had never been to before. I put the Uber app on my phone, which I had never done because I've always just taken a taxi to the hotel. This time we did get a car to pick me up because I have had my last 2 or 3 experiences with taxis have not been the greatest, I will say. And I'll be honest, the Uber thing kind of intimidated me just because I've never used it. And so I've always just gotten the hotel car to take me everywhere. Well, that night I wanted to go to that mall and just see what they had out there. And so I had to break down and install Uber. I already had it from when Brooke and I went to New York years and years ago when we went to Fashion Week that year. And we stayed down in Soho. And so I just put it back on my phone and took off and went to the mall. The first place I went was a Nina Bing. And I'll be honest, I probably would have bought some stuff there, but I told her to hold some stuff for an hour and that if I didn't do too much damage, I would be back. Well, 2 things happened. I did a lot of damage and I didn't know where it was. I didn't know how to get back there very quickly. And I was having slight anxiety about where to go to get my Uber and all of that stuff. So this night was a really fun shopping night because I went to St. Laurent. I love St. Laurent blazers. I've got one just very plain, I hate to say basic, but a really nice black blazer from there. But I wanted to try on the ones with the shoulders and all of that kind of stuff. And I never knew what size I needed if I wanted to order it. So the real sweet girl put me in this fabulous changing room or fabulous dressing room that was like nothing but mirrors. And I tried on a pair of jeans that I really liked, but they were way, way too long. And I talked myself out of them. They brought me a water. I think I saved my little bougie St. Laurent napkin. And the whole time I'm sitting in there, I'm like, oh my gosh, I just love being here. I just love all the pretty stuff. I love seeing all the clothes that I never get to see. I just love the whole shopping experience. And so I got through and I thought, okay, I haven't even been to Gucci. I haven't been to Louis Vuitton. I haven't been anywhere. I don't want to spend all this money not knowing what else I want to get. So I told her, I said, I'm going to walk across the hall to Gucci. I said, if I don't do too much damage, I'll be back and I'll decide then. So I went over to Gucci and you guys, when I walked in, I heard someone say, hello. And I looked over to my right and this beautiful young lady comes out from around the counter and she said, you're so beautiful. And was just, so complimentary and just kind of took me in her wings and we had fun shopping. And I know you're thinking, well, that's because she wanted you to spend money, but it's not like that when you walk in every store. I mean, I'm not saying that they don't greet you nicely, but a lot of times you'll get, the look up and down. And it's just not that way. For some reason, I think she maybe just knew I was there to shop and for the whole experience. So she really took her time and we walked around the whole store. It was beautiful. I showed her the things that I had that I loved, like my sneakers that will just forever be my favorite designer sneakers, my Gucci ones, the horsebit bag that I loved, and all of these things. And then we walked around to the back, and I told her that one of my favorite things to buy, designer, were handbags and blazers. So she showed me this really pretty tan blazer that I still have on my mind some, and I thought I was going to get that. Then we looked and we saw this beautiful, one-of-a-kind, have to make an appointment to see it, all this kind of stuff bag. It was a Dionysus bag that was an exotic skin with like encrusted with all of these jewels. And I said, do you even make the Dionysus bag anymore? Because I have not forgotten about that picture that I love so much of that girl with that tan little outfit on and her moto jacket with her Dionysus bag. And I looked for that bag on like Fashion File and all of that stuff. And I kind of had it in the back of my mind, but I didn't see it when we were walking around. And she said, yes. So she ended up taking me to my own private little Gucci, what am I trying to say? Dressing room. And I was sitting there and she brought me some water, and then she proceeds to bring out all of their Dionysus bags, all of their blazers. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, I'm in a dream. And so I took a couple of pictures. It was just so nice. She was so sweet. I had the best time. I ended up buying that little Dionysus bag. I got the size small. When I tried it on, I just loved it. So you can use it crossbody or like this on your shoulder. There was several colors available. And even at the airport, when I was coming home, I saw a girl with the mini, which I think is fabulous. But I loved this tan. They've got red, they've got black. And actually the picture that I, fell in love with this bag, actually she has the dark brown. But I actually loved the idea of the tan suede, like with red. A big trend is red and pink, and I love wearing red dresses, red suits, all the things. So I thought this was going to look so good with that, so good year-round. It has a really pretty inside, and when I put it on in that room, I'm telling you, those crystals just sparkled like crazy. I have had one of these in the past. I don't know if you remember, it was when the ones that have a lot of stuff on them were in style, and it was very edgy. It was black, and I regret selling it. I do. But that's just part of it. So I bought this, and then let me get the other thing that I bought. This blazer. Now I have another Gucci blazer that is more of that rosy, tawny tone, but when I saw this one, I just knew it was meant to be. So I can't wait to wear it. It's double-breasted. It's a timeless blazer. That's what I think of when I'm spending the money and buying something like this, is I can wear this over and over, just like I did the Anina Bing Quinn blazer. I wore it every day. So it's something I can get a lot of wear out of. It's something that's timeless, and it's just not something that's going to be here today, gone tomorrow. I absolutely love it. And they give you the Gucci hanger and the garment bag. And then I walked back over to St. Laurent because I wanted to not leave that girl hanging. And I ended up getting this, which is just your, I hate to say plain, but your simple YSL belt. You could choose from the smooth leather or the like grained or, more like a pebbled leather. But I chose the smooth one, and I have already worn this a few times, and I really, really love it. So this is definitely something I would recommend. So I think I went home after that. I got the Uber, went home, just on cloud nine. That is when I had dinner with Marnie, and then I went to bed, got up the next morning, and I knew that I had my Chanel appointment to see the new collection and to pick out what flat bag I wanted at, I could either go at 1 or 3, and I can't even remember what we decided on, but I was thinking neither one was that great to me because my event was at 6, and then they had messaged us and saying that they wanted us to walk over because the hotel was here and the restaurant was right across the street, and it was actually above this place. It's called 4510, and it is like nothing I've ever seen, but we'll get to that. So I knew I had to be there at 5, and so I didn't want to go to that Chanel appointment at 1 or 3 because I knew it was going to mess up my day. but that's okay. I was going to do it. So I got up really early, was putting my makeup on, and my Chanel rep messaged me. She said, my boss said that we can each have one person at 9 o'clock if you'd like to come at 9 o'clock. And I was like, yes. So not only was I going to get to do that early, I went and ate breakfast before I went. And then I got to walk in. This was kind of cool to me because, that's the original Neiman Marcus store. Well, they weren't open yet. So I got to walk in with her through the back. It reminded me of like when I used to waitress and you'd walk in through the kitchen. Hey guys, I'm getting ready to go to a Chanel appointment. Mine is the first one of the day for the new collection. And then we had our showing of all the new Chanel bags. There were 2 other girls there. There was a young girl that bought 2, and then there was another lady that was probably my age, maybe a little bit younger. She bought a bag. I opened these Sunday with my parents because I'll tell you that in a minute. But I ended up getting the medium flap in Caviar with the silver. You guys, I just love this bag. I love it. I love it. I'm so glad I got this. To me, this is so classic. It's like if you were to ask someone to draw a Chanel classic flap, it's like they would draw this bag. I mean, it's just like what I think of. I love it. It does, like I said, have the silver hardware. It has the double flap, made in France. You guys know all of this stuff, but it's pretty special to me. I do have a jumbo Caviar flap. If you've been here with me that long, that was my first bag, and I bought that, and I think right around, it must have been 2017 or 18, maybe 17, when I went to Los Angeles. And I don't use that much because it's larger, but I'm not selling it because the way the prices are going up, I think I could already make thousands on that bag. So I got that. And, my mom had said the small with the gold. And I was thinking, okay, whatever one I get, I will get the other one the next time I come back because I will go back there, for the style conference and everything. But they had this one in the new collection and I fell in love. I don't have a Chanel bag that has the top handle. This has the gold, but it's not as bright as a lot of the Chanel gold. It's more of is it the aged gold? And I need to take my little stickers off, but I think you have to cut these off. And I just loved everything about it. I love the fact that it's Caviar leather, so it's going to be a little bit tougher. It's a little bit smaller than the medium, and I feel like I can use this bag for night, for going out, or any event that I might go to, or during the day if I want to. I have a thing about the Chanel chain strap. I just think even the way it looks on your shoulder is beautiful. I just love it. And this bag, this was the kicker here. Look at the space in this bag, how much it opens. There's my tag. Okay, it says flap bag with handle, black, 24p. So that is the collection. And Chanel Paris. I'll go ahead and take this off. I've been trying to save every single thing that they come with because these bags, you can sell them and get a lot for resale. I need to take all these off so that it looks so pretty, so those are the 2 Chanel bags that I purchased, and I had the best experience, you guys. It's a silly girl's dream come true. Someone like me that, just loves fashion and loves talking to other people about it. I love being surrounded by the beautiful things, and I just loved it. So from there, I had these shipped home. So I had to tell John, you're going to get a box tomorrow, sign for it. I looked at the earrings. There were some beautiful earrings, but I don't know. I like my real gold stuff, and then I like my less expensive stuff. You know what I mean? It's hard to kind of go to that in between sometimes. So I didn't get any earrings. Then I went to Highland Park Village. First place I went into was the Audemars Piguet watch place. And not only do they not have anything that you could ever buy in there, but I couldn't even get on a wait list in there. They want me to go to Atlanta, which is my closest one. So that was fun though. That was a learning experience. I love watches And I've always been, kind of intrigued by the AP watches. So it was fun. I just love it. I love talking to the people about everything. Then I went to Balmain. Remember when the Balmain blazers were just all the rage? Remember Lydia Millen and everybody had a Balmain blazer. I didn't know what size I needed. I didn't know if I'd really like it. I've always had it on my mind, and I have got like a Balmain print blazer that's more like the oversized. So I went in there and I tried on that daggone blazer, and I loved, like, the quality is amazing. But she said, you're tall. I really think that you would love the 2-button longer style. So I tried it on, fell in love, and I said, I'm just getting here. It was like my second store. I said, let me go ahead and shop around a little bit more and I will get back to you. But I had these jeans on that I have that I love. These are the A Goldie. I'll link everything below. Oh, and I took a picture of the horse print in Balmain. See, I'm telling you, Zara is on the cutting edge of style. And then I went to Dior. I never had a Dior bag on my radar. I've got a tote, but I never thought about the Lady Dior because I always felt like it was too prissy for me, that I like something a little bit more casual or edgy, but I do like how classic it is. Well, when I went on the website and I saw the matte black, I was like, ooh, I am going to go look at that. And then I love the way you can get the crossbody strap and you get the little charms put on it. When I went with Marnie, I saw her get that. And the same guy was there. His name is Sid. So nice, not pushy at all. I mean, like, I know that this is part of their job and this is why they're there and this is why they make good money. But it's like you're shopping with them. You actually get to talk to someone who is enthused about it. And I get to learn about things. You guys know how I am about that. And so he brought out the nude one that is this year's nude. I believe it's called Biscuit. And I was trying to decide between the two, like if I were to get one. And I definitely came back to the black matte. But I did not get it because I thought, I've bought these bags. I want to enjoy those. But I do probably see one of those in my future. I also really love just like the oblique print in the denim. I really like those bags too. Then I went to Frame and they had the Giselle picture in the front, that campaign that I just went nuts for and showed you guys the magazine and everything. So I went in. The same guy was working there that helped me last time when I bought my leather blazer and my 2 pair of jeans that I had embroidered. So I tried on that denim jacket that Giselle is wearing, but they only had a medium and it just swallowed me. And you guys know, for me to say that, it really swallowed me. So I didn't get it. One of the girls said, you can wear it as a dress. And I was like, no, I can't go that far. So I left there and I ended up going to the little cafe that I went to with, I think it's called the Bird Bakery. I went there because it was cold that day. It was cold and it was dreary, just like it is today, like high. So I was getting cold, like walking in and out of the stores. So I just went in there. I got a Diet Coke with a cup of ice, and they have like a bar right at the window. And I just sat down, poured my Diet Coke, thought about everything. I don't know. I'm just one of those people. I just want to suck up being there. I mean, I feel that way when I'm at the pool, when I'm at the beach. Anytime I'm at a place that I really love my surroundings, I just like to take a moment and just be there. And that's what I was doing. And I didn't buy anything. I didn't go back to Balmain because when I got around the shops, I just started getting cold, like freezing. And when I get to that point, I almost panic. I'm someone who would rather be hot. So I got the Uber back and I got a burger at restaurant in the hotel, and I had a cool waiter, and he talked me into getting, he didn't have to talk very hard, but he influenced me into getting the bacon cheeseburger, of course no bun, with the fried egg on top. Now, if you don't know, I'm carnivore. I knew that when I went to dinner that night, they were not going to probably have a carnivore dinner. So that is something that you do, is you make sure when you go to events that you're not hungry. So I ate most of that. I will say that egg made it a lot more filling. And then I got dressed up in the most beautiful, let me go get it, because if you get one thing from this video, you need to get this dress. Hold on. You guys, I'm going to be so sore tomorrow. This is like doing so many squats. Oh my goodness. It is this dress that I bought just to wear to this event. It is a Steve Madden slip dress. It is a medium. So if you want it to fit like you see it fit me, which is more flowy, I don't want a tight slip dress. I don't want a fitted, then it becomes not a slip dress to me. So it is a medium. And I always think of when I go to an event, what is it about? Who's throwing the event? What is the branding? I think about those things. And when I think about that, I think about Colleen she wears black all the time. She's very edgy. She's very, very on trend. And so I got this dress to wear there. I almost decided I was going to take it. And then I thought, no, I've already done the red one at my last event. But I really considered taking the brown slip dress from Walmart because her color is brown on her products. But when I tried this on, I thought, oh gosh, I just loved it so much. It is, like I always say, I mean, look at the weight of it. It is just a beautiful, beautiful dress. I will keep this because it's so Kate Moss. And then I couldn't decide whether I wanted to do a blazer. Did I want to do a moto jacket or did I want to do a faux fur? Well, the whole mob wife trend is I guess it's a micro trend. It's happening now. That's just my vibe. I guess I just am a mob wife. So I tried this on with it, which is that little Free People, what do they call this when it's just a little jacket like this, like a bolero? I don't know if you remember this from my $2,500 Nordstrom unboxing, and I decided to take this. So that is what I wore that night, and I felt amazing. I will say that I put on those Spanx footless tights because I had been cold so long for 2 days that I did not want to be cold. And I had just taken my Ariella heels, but the hose made the dress kind of cling to me and gave me static. So I ended up taking those off. I was actually hot when we got to that store, and I felt better when I took those off. So love this little set. I totally recommend it, and it's not crazy expensive. Okay, so let me go through my pictures here. I did meet a new friend. Marnie was there, so I was going to walk over with her to the 5 o'clock shopping. We didn't know what that was going to be all about. Marnie looked beautiful, and so did her friend Wanda, and I will put their channels down below. We walked across to 4510. I had no idea what that place was, but oh my gosh, it was like a store made for me. I just loved it. Beautiful. And I mean, even in the dressing rooms, like the floor was gorgeous. The lighting, you could pick like what mood lighting you wanted in the dressing rooms. It was unbelievable. So we walked in, there were gift bags waiting for us from Colleen with her new products, which are for sensitive skin, cruelty-free, fragrance-free. I'm so excited about that. I did give her a little message from you guys that you would probably love the shampoo and conditioner in that line to be, a fragrance-free. But this she talked about, and I'll get to that in a minute, but in this bag was a $200 gift certificate to this store. Okay, this store was kind of like a Neiman Marcus in a little store. It was beautiful. And above it was the restaurant that our event was. So I immediately connected with a few ladies, and they took me upstairs. I told them that my favorite thing was blazers, and they took me to the 60% off room. I asked to go there first because she told me that there was some really great stuff up there that was 60% off. And I could tell by looking around, even 60% off in that store was going to be a lot. So I get up there and I find the most beautiful tuxedo Kate blazer. I can't remember how much it was originally. I'll put pictures of everything in here, but it was 60% off. Then I used my $200 and we shipped it so that I didn't have to pay the tax, and I haven't gotten it yet. So I shopped, oh gosh, and see her holding up the cool Margiela jeans. Oh, I had the best time. Then I did try on some jeans. I slightly regret not getting those. I had already been shopping quite a bit, and I knew I had Friday to go. I was leaving Saturday. So I did try to pace myself somewhat. So I didn't get the jeans. I just got the jacket. Then we went upstairs to the event. It was beautiful. We walked in. There's gift boxes on all the tables. Saved my little place setting here Look, it looks like it was just written, but look how it's actually made. And I was sitting beside Colleen. So that was great. And little did I know, I knew I was one of her first, people to be with her. But she got up and did a talk and explained how she got into the business. And then she started talking about how she started watching YouTube, and she saw me, and we were her first orders. Some of you probably out there, when I first started talking about Colleen, we were her first orders to come in. And just think about that. It gives me butterflies. It's like, that's how long I've been with her and been here and been with you. And gosh, I could get emotional. Just a really special night. We kind of just socialized around. It was a small group, I would say 15 people. And I sat and talked to Colleen for a few minutes, and she said that she had been to an event, I think the week before, and there was a lady there that gave, you have palm readings? Well, this lady does lip readings. So she was sitting at a little table, and what you did is you picked out a lipstick from something coming up soon from Colleen, and she told you to kiss the paper like you would kiss someone that you love. So here it is. It is Colleen Rothschild Kiss Print Readings. And she proceeded to just about make me cry. She was just talking about my family, I actually recorded some of it.
You don't like a lot of chaos. So you're willing to take on more than your fair share of responsibilities just to make sure things get done, and they get done right, because it's about quality. Everything is about quality for you, not quantity.
Here's the thing. Do I believe in all of that stuff? No, not really. But I do think that she can probably catch vibes off of the way we carry ourselves, the way we react to her. I do think you can get some of that from some people. So it was still fun, interesting. I thought it was cool. And then we sat down, food is out. And then the girl came around and they cooked me a chicken breast. So I was, right in line with everyone. It felt good. I didn't feel left out, because when you're carnivore or you have any eating issues like that, it is going to be a topic of discussion around you. But I had a really sweet girl that I met beside me. I was sitting beside Colleen, who I'd already eaten dinner with her, and she knew I was carnivore, and her daughter, and some of the girls that work with her that I had met. So just, you guys, the most beautiful night. And then we walked back to the hotel, went to our rooms, and Marnie was leaving the next day. So I got up. I knew I was going to have a whole day of shopping, a whole day, Friday of shopping. And I was just fantasizing about what was I going to do. And so Marnie came down before she left and sat with me while I was eating breakfast. And then let's see where I went first, because the one place I didn't go was the Galleria. And I don't know why. I felt so satisfied, and I really loved the two places I was going. So I headed out and I went to, you guessed it, Nordstrom, because I was thinking, okay, I need to go to the Nordstrom here because, I always go out of town to the Nordstrom sale, and I like to go to nice Nordstrom. So I went to Nordstrom and here we go, we're going to get into some beauty. I got the new Tom Ford fragrance in Vanilla Sex. Does it get any better than that? You guys, this is so good. If you are afraid or intimidated by Tom Ford fragrances, because I am, most of them are too heavy for me and too. You know what I mean? They're just I don't end up liking them as much as I thought I would, except for the Soleil one, the white one. But this one, oh my goodness. The first morning I got home, I just sprayed it in the bathroom. I didn't spray it on me. And it was I thought, gosh, I don't even smell that. And then later on, I thought, is that the fragrance that I smell? It smells like, I need to look up the notes because it's definitely vanilla, but it's not your cheesy vanilla. It's a very adult vanilla. It's very fresh, but warm. I was thinking in the car today, I have it on, and I was in the Wendy's drive-thru getting ready to get my burger, and I was thinking, how would I describe this scent? This is a scent that would make someone want to hug you tighter. It's that kind of scent. You know what I mean? There's nothing in it that stings, burns, is weird, is a turnoff that you taste, that's heady, that's sharp or anything. It's just beautiful. I love it. It's sexy. It is amazing. So I'm so glad I got this because a couple of times I had looked online and they only had the big bottle and I wanted the small bottle because I didn't know. Then I went back to Zara because I had been to Zara the night before. I didn't see anything. I really wanted to buy some comfy pants to wear home. And I thought, well, I can wear the trousers again, but I didn't want to. And I didn't really want to wear jeans, but I did. I didn't see anything in Zara that I thought we had to have. I thought to myself, I'm going to let Zara get through with winter. And then we are going to blow it out when it comes to spring with Zara. That's when I love it. Okay, this day I had on my Levi's ribcage jeans. I love those jeans. That's another thing you have to get. I'm going to tell you some things. Okay, first of all, the Tom Ford, you need it. The Steve Madden dress, you need it. We'll see about this lip liner. The ribcage jeans, the full length, you need those. And then I had on the Inez boots. Now, I had worn those the day that I went to my Chanel appointment. They did not hurt my feet a bit, none. And I mean, they look good. I walked all around Highland Park. I mean, they are just so good. But the second day I thought, I really want to put some sneakers on. And I was at the mall and I came up to a really big, nice looking Nike store. It almost looked like an Apple store inside. And when I walked in, there was a young girl in the front that greeted me. And I said, what is your latest and greatest Nike sneaker? And she said, oh, the new Valentine's Day Dunks. And I was like, that's it. Because I had been wanting to try the Dunks. I've got the Air Force Ones that I love and the Air Max, but I'd never tried the Dunks. So I went back to the back, tried on the 8, too small, tried on the 8.5, put them on. And you guys, you would have thought I had on $1 million pair of shoes. Everywhere I went that day, someone complimented me on my shoes. You have to get them. They're a little over $100. They're red. They're fabulous. They're comfortable. They're so much more comfortable than the Air Force Ones, so much more comfortable than the Pradas that I wore there. They are a must-have sneaker. I really hope that you can get the Valentine's Day ones because I think that they're special. But I also love even the black and white ones and the green ones. So that was, a major highlight of the day. You'll see I took so many pictures. I was proud of those sneakers. Okay, then here we go. Let me go get one of the outfits that I got. Okay, you guys, remember when I was just talking about the suits? The girl that was helping me at Nordstrom had this suit on with her Samba sneakers, and it was all over. I could not decide between the navy, she had on the navy, or the black, or the tan. And the only reason that I got the black is because it has the silver buttons. And I was so daggone excited about that Chanel bag with the silver handle. I thought, I'm going to get this suit. I can mix and match the pants and the jacket. And I just loved it. It fit so good. It looks good with sneakers. It's going to look good with heels. This is something that I can just have forever. If you need an outfit to wear to a conference, a reunion, your husband's conference that you're going with them, all the things that you guys ask me about, these suits are amazing. This is why when I got back and I showed you those Walmart suits for a fraction of the price. Now, are they just the same quality as this? 70%. I would say about 70%. These, I will say the buttons are probably a little bit nicer. This is Veronica Beard. Have I said that? Oh my gosh, sorry. Veronica Beard. And the girl that was helping me, her name was Dawn. She was good. She said, you don't need a 6 pants. And I said, well, I don't like anything to be too tight. So she brought back the 6 and the 4, and I ended up getting the 4. It fit perfectly, but I did get the 6 blazer because even though I'm small, you guys, I do have wider shoulders. I have more of that broad shoulder and then a skinnier chest, and I liked the 6. So this prized possession and the sweatshirt that I have on when we were walking through, because here's the thing, this is what I love about shopping with someone in these stores, is she had fun with me. We had fun together. I know enough to know what I like, so I will tell them I like funky jeans. I like blazers. I like suits. I like matching sets. I like designer t-shirts. I like black and white. I like red. Like, I would tell her all these things. And so she was taking me like all over trying different things. And when I saw this sweatshirt, I've always wanted a Morant sweatshirt with the logo on it. But most of the time you'll see that they have like a mock neck. And when I saw this one, I just loved it. So I grabbed this too. And then something else, this blazer. Now this is the Cinquecept, and we are no stranger to Cinquecept. I have another blazer that I got at the Nordstrom sale. I have a white one. I have the faux fur. But what I loved about this is just, it looks like butterflies and flowers, the rhinestones. I just thought, how gorgeous is this? This is going to look so good over all of my black dresses. It will be something I can wear to different events or just wear in videos. Just hang and look at it and admire it, because that's the way I am. It is just beautiful. It is so pretty. I mean, look at the details. And I don't know, had I not already had a couple of these, I might not have been as drawn to it, but just the way they fit, it is just a good fitting blazer. And I have these satin pants that they're known for, and I thought this would look good with the black satin pants. And one thing I want you guys to do next time I go out of town is help me pack, because I don't know what happens to me. I just like start packing and I forget about all of my fabulous stuff that I should be taking and wearing. And I choke right at the end because I saw some Ghani jeans that I really loved, but they didn't have my size. And I thought, why didn't I bring some of my cool jeans? So next time I'm going to get you to help me pack. Okay, after I shopped with her, I went downstairs and I thought, I'm going to go get that Tom Ford fragrance. Because what I did at first was just spray it on me and go. And I told her, I want to just wear this and make sure it doesn't drive me nuts, and I'll be back. So I went down to the makeup department. I love it. I just was walking around. Now, one thing I want to get that I haven't gotten is in the bathroom at that restaurant, they had the Byredo Rose hand soap. Oh my gosh, smells so good. So I did go to a Byredo store, but the scent was different. Evidently, that's kind of like for lotion and soap. And I didn't want to have to pack and bring that back, so I thought I would just order it. But that's something, too, that you would love. That's such a treat for yourself. Do it. Okay, so then I go downstairs, and I start talking to the girl at Tom Ford, and we had a good old time. So I ended up getting the mattifying primer because she was asking me about foundation. And I said, well, I have oily skin. And you guys, I have oil. I always say normal to oily. I've been trying to pay attention. When I get up in the morning, my face is pure oily around my nose. So I told her, I said, I just can't wear illuminating foundation. I know it looks best, but I can't wear it because everything is illuminating on me after an hour. Hey guys, okay, I'm back. Sorry, yesterday my battery just cut right off. And I was telling some friends, if you guys only knew all the things that can go wrong when you're making a YouTube video. It is amazing. It is amazing. It seems like a simple thing, but it's not always that simple. Okay, so let's pick up with my Tom Ford adventures. After I tried on my clothes at Nordstrom, I went back down thinking I was just going to grab the fragrance, which I already put up, and leave. But the lady was so nice. Then there was another lady that was so nice. And then I sat down and I was looking at all this stuff, and I ended up doing a little Tom Ford shopping. So after using this many days now, this is good. Now, is it any better than the Milk Matte? I don't think so. I think it is pretty comparable, but I do think that when you use your matte primer, okay, today I have on something different. I have on the Milk Primer and the Lancome Foundation. But yesterday I had on this primer, and then I had on the, Illuminating Foundation, Shade and Illuminate Soft Radiance. They matched me in 4.7 Cool Beige. It is so light. It is much too light for me. But upstairs, I think I bought this at another Nordstrom sale. I had gotten the 6 Natural, which is, it might be the slightest bit too dark right now, but in the summer it will be perfect. And I wore these just combined a little bit yesterday, and it looked pretty all day long. So that is something, if you're like me and you are oily and you want to wear more of a radiant foundation that isn't as, like today, you're going to see this makeup is much more of a powdery matte look, which looks better on camera. There's just no way of getting around that. But for day to day, if you want to wear something that is a little bit more dewy, then try a matte primer. It really does help. It seems gimmicky, but it works so much better. Don't waste your time with the pore filling and this and that. I really think a matte primer is the way to go, and good powder. Okay, and then the next thing I got is this eye palette. I think it is one of the new ones, and it's called Tropical Dust. And this is what I was wearing yesterday. John complimented me probably twice on my makeup yesterday. Yesterday was actually his birthday. He turned 63, and he had been wanting to go to Bonefish. We used to go there all the time. And we live further out now, and we don't go out to eat as much as we used to. But for his birthday, Brooke was working, but Will, John, and I went to Bonefish, and I just had a bacon cheeseburger. It wasn't that great, but what do you expect? You don't go to Bonefish for a burger. But he had like some kind of tuna, ahi tuna. He had bang bang shrimp. And then he had all of my sides and salads. And I can't remember what he got for his actual dinner. I cannot even remember. Will got fried shrimp and French fries. And it was good, but we got it out of our system. But when I was scrambling, getting ready to go, he told me again how good my makeup looked. So I was wearing that foundation and this eye makeup. Now it's a little too rosy for me. So I did start out with MAC Soft Brown in the crease first, which is, in my opinion, a rosier brown. It's not a warm brown. And I tried to use all these colors so I could show you, and that thing turned into a smoky eye before I knew it. That will happen. So I guess what I'm saying is the jury is out on this. I'm not sure how much I'm going to love it. And I can just tell you right now, I don't love it as much as, I can't remember what that palette's called now. It's either Mink Mirage or one of those where it's just one of their real basic palettes. But if you like these pink and brown tones, it was pretty. Now I know, right? And let's see, what else oh yeah, I did get some more stuff at Tom Ford. I got Sunlit Rose Lip Balm. These actually came in a case. Look at that. So that is so gorgeous. I think I've had this before, to be honest with you. But when I get there in the moment, it is hard for me to remember. So even if I do, I can always share with my mom. And then what was the other one that came with this? Oh, here it is. This is a lip blush. And look at that. Isn't that interesting? This one actually turned so pink on her hand. Starts off just like nothing, and then it starts turning pinker. And I guess hasn't turned pinker on me. Okay, don't even think about getting this until I come back and give you my report, because this is probably just a glorified clear balm. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, that one is worth it, but you can get them separately. It was just a pretty little case. I took it out because I was packing to get back. I will have to say that's disappointing. And then, they showed me Spanish Pink, which is my all-time favorite. I mean, Nude Vanille isn't around anymore, but Spanish Pink is my next favorite Tom Ford. And she said, since I liked that, I would probably like Indian Rose. And I think I've tried this in the past, but I am getting better about wearing a little bit of color, especially if it's like your lips but better color. So let's swatch this. I mean, that's still not turning pink. Oh yeah, this is pretty. Okay, Indian Rose. That is pretty. Yes, okay. Glad I got that. And then they mentioned this color that was a limited edition called Pussycat. And she said it was a matte. And, they just said it and said, oh, you would have liked that. That would have been good for you, but it was a limited edition. Okay, then I'll get back to this. But when I went back to the Balmain store and went where the girl was holding my blazer, I think the next day, I loved her lip color. And I asked her what it was. Tom Ford Pussycat. And I said, oh my gosh, I just heard about that color yesterday. I said, I'll have to go and see if they have it. She said, they don't. I've already bought all the ones they had. She was talking about next door at the Tom Ford store. It was on then. It was on. So when I got back to my hotel Friday night, I texted my girl in the Chanel counter, did they have this? And she was busy. So I went ahead and just walked down there. And the girl at the Tom Ford counter, she remembered me. She said, I remember you. You're the one that likes the Farrah Fawcett colors. And I knew, I was thinking, I don't remember ever telling anybody. I said, oh, Bridget Bardot. And she said, yeah. I said, oh my gosh, thank you so much for remembering me. And they did have it. So I bought one for me and I bought one for my mom because I think she'll like it. Now, it's a little bit more pigmented than I thought it would be because this is not what the girl at Balmain had on her lips. It was not this dark. It was a lighter, nudie rose color, but I bet it was faded. So let's see how it compares to, I've swatched this one before. And it is matte, but it's not a chalky matte, which, by the way, I have ordered some of the new, I've actually got one already, but I've ordered some of the new MAC matte lipsticks, which I do have some MAC stuff in here, and it kind of ties into that story, so stay tuned. But anyway, that is Pussycat, and that is Indian Rose. So I would say they're both pretty fabulous, and I can see why people like that. Okay, so then the original lady that was helping me worked in Sicily, and she said, I know a color that you will love. She said it's a limited edition, and it's called Beverly Hills, and she said it was made especially for Neiman Marcus, and I have not worn it yet, but it's this line. It's number 13, Sheer Beverly Hills, and everything, I'll be honest with you, looks lighter and bright. Oh, yeah, that does look like something I like. Oh, yeah. Okay, looking forward to that. And then the lady there said that two good glosses over it were Sunrise. Oh my gosh, look how pretty that is. And they both looked so pretty. One of them is sparkly. So this one is sparkly. Oh my gosh. Wowza. Okay, I love that. So number 3, Le Phyto Gloss Sunrise. And then the other one that it's called Milky Way. I was just going to tell you the other one was a creamier one, which I like both. It just depends. Ooh, that's pretty too. Wow. Okay, you can't go wrong. Look at that goodness. That is just so beautiful, you guys. And then I headed back to the Jewel. I had dinner and, oh gosh, I think I've skipped a whole part. Okay, I skipped a whole part in between me going from Nordstrom. I went back to Highland Park Village, bought the Balmain blazer. I just texted her this morning, like, when's it going to get here? Because she shipped it to me because, for one thing, I didn't want to have to bring it back. And another thing, it saved like $250 on taxes. And then after that, I went to, what's this place called? Blue Mercury. And I had fun there. So let's take this off and let me show you what I got. And then I'm looking at this right now. I cannot remember where in the order of things I stopped in the Lush store when I was at the mall. But I had this a while ago. Remember when I got this? I think Brooke and I had gone to New York, or maybe it was on a Nordstrom sale trip. This stuff smells so good. It makes my stomach turn. It's called Sleepy. Smooth all over your body, taking extra care with dry areas. Top tip, you can also find this dreamy perfume, Sleepy range. Okay, it's lavender lotion, no synthetic preservatives. Okay, to me, it smells like a vibey, sexy cookie, oatmeal cookie, or something like that. It's got like maybe the lavender gives it more of like almost like a nutmeg or some type of taste, clove or smell. That's what it reminds me of, and I wanted it again because I had used mine and then not ever repurchased it. And then I asked the girl at Lush what was their top selling product, and she said it was their scrubby bar. So I got one. It's in my shower, and I have used it, and I do think it's good, and I see why people like it, but I prefer just using my Osea oil or my, L'Occitane cleanser, or what is the other one that I like so much? Starts with a B. Not a B, a G, Glossier. I like my Glossier one too. Okay, so I skipped that part, and I did go into Sephora. And I was so excited because they had the new lipsticks from her new line. and I actually am wearing one today. And it is called, none of these that I have here, it is Candy Chic. Now, when you see this advertised, you're going to think there's all these new lip liners and new pink colors, but there really wasn't. I only got one new lip liner from that line, and then I got another lip liner when I was at the Tom Ford counter, one of her favorites that I'll show you. So this is Candy Chic, beautiful packaging. Oh my gosh, look at that. Just so good. So here's Candy Chic. And then the lip liner I have on with it today is Hollywood Honey. This is my kind of combo here. Now what I did is I did put on Hollywood Honey first, and I took a little brush and blended the lip liner in all around my lips. I didn't fill them in, but I blended it in, and then I put just straight out of the tube the Candy Chic, or whatever this pink color is here. Again, so yeah, Candy Chic. And that is what I have on today, and I think it's fabulous. It's perfect for someone like me that wants an impactful pink lip, but not obnoxious, not over the top. So there's that lip combo. And then the new 90s pink lip liner, I wore this combo on the way home from Dallas. I also wore the Tom Ford matte primer with what foundation? I think I even wore the Too Light Tom Ford foundation, and I just warmed it up with my bronzer. And when John picked me up, he said, "You look good, babe." He said, "A lot of times you look worn out." And anyway, we were already in his truck. I looked in the mirror and I was like, wow, my makeup did last. And this lip still looked really pretty. So I'll put that in here too. So maybe there is more than I think to that Tom Ford matte primer. If you use that, let us know. Okay, here is the 90s pink liner. Oh, it's so good. It's beautiful. And then here is the 90s pink lipstick. So it's more of a, I hate to say dull, but I don't know. I guess it's about basically the same, but it made a beautiful lip. I liked it, and it actually looks a lot better. A lot of times when I'm in the airport and I'm wearing my typical nude lip and or even when I'm shopping, I think in person, I probably like the light lips, but in photographs and probably to other people, I would look a lot better if I had more color like this. So I really like this, and the formula is beautiful. And then let's try the others too. Icon, baby. She has the best marketing, I think. This one has some sparkle in it. I don't know if I've worn this one yet. Wow. That is just like right up my alley. And I am sitting down here on the floor again in front of these windows, but it's sunny today. So I've got my blinds down right to the camera, but these colors are true blue because this is just the sunlight, not one single artificial light. Wow. I love that. And then this is Red Carpet Pink. Look at that goodness. I haven't even swatched this yet. We're going to do this together. Wowza. Red Carpet Pink. Okay. Isn't that amazing? You would think Red Carpet Pink would be a darker one. I guess just because the red in there. But that's actually the lightest one. Isn't that beautiful? She did a good job. She knows what she's doing, for sure. Let's go back to my adventures at Blue Mercury. I got started with this brand, and it's called OG. It's Beyond Clean Beauty. And the rep was there. But this is their lipstick. It comes with the case, and of course it's got the refillable, and I don't know how I feel about all that, if it's that much of a thing. Oh, okay, this is the case. So let's look. And then just like I do with everyone, I explain to them exactly what I like. Okay, so this is the refillable part. Look at that. Okay, this is what I'll say. It is slightly dry because when you get natural lipsticks with no preservatives and nothing else in there, kind of like if you ever had an Aveda lipstick, how they're kind of dry, that's how this is. So let me hold out judgment on this and I'll see. And then I got this little lipstick thing. I think it's like a conditioning wand. Yeah, let's try this. It's pretty much, I hate to say useless, but that's probably what I would say. She was helping me with lip liners. These are the ones that she told me were her favorites. Okay, she mentioned the Chantecaille in Tone. That is a good one. But, this is just a haul. This is just me showing you what I got. Don't think that I don't know that I've probably got something like this, but I'll try it and see if it's, any different, and then we'll know. Okay, this is the Sicily chocolate. I feel like I might have had this when I wasn't wearing this dark of a lip liner, but this one, I love that one. She said it was the best seller. So Sicily chocolate, I think you would really like. Chantecaille, I would hold off on just because I don't know. And then these are from RMS. So let's try these. There's Morning Dew. I'm going to try them right here. Morning Dew. Okay, this one is Go Nude. So that one's darker. Oh no, they're all Go Nude. They're all Go Nude. That's the name of the line. Oh my gosh. Okay, this one was Sunset Nude. The first one was, I'm sorry, you guys, Morning Dew. I said that. Okay, so that was Sunset Nude. Okay, now this one is Nighttime Nude. Goodness, these are good. I can tell you right now, those are good. That one did break a little bit, but these are good colors. Okay, now let's wrap it up. I ended up leaving early Saturday morning. I was thinking I might eat breakfast, but if you're like me, I like to, if I know I have to catch a flight, I'm going to get my butt to the airport. I would rather spend time at the airport than spend time at the hotel or doing anything else. So I called an Uber, went to the airport. I had the nicest girl take me there. I enjoyed it and got all checked in and got a Whataburger for breakfast. Hey, like always, when I'm at Dallas Love, I sit right there with my Whataburger and there's Mac right there. So I ended up getting a few things at Mac from their new Valentine's Day Lunar New Year collection. And this is a luster glass in Luck Has It. So pretty. Very, very much us. And I love a good luster glass. So if you're someone that doesn't really like lipstick, you would rather wear gloss, but just maybe have the ease of a lipstick, this would be a good one. And what else did I get there? Oh, I got this eyeliner that I'm wearing, which is a brown. And I do like it as far as it's dark brown, but I don't know if it's monumental. It's Color Excess. And sick. This one got me. Sick tat, bro. I was like, sick ticka, bro. But it's sick tat, bro. I did buy, okay, this was something. They had their matte lipsticks on sale. And I was thinking, why do they have them on sale? They're not going to do away with Kinda Sexy and all these. It's because they're reformulating. So here you go. I got suckered into buying the old formula, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, you guys. I know that I've probably got some more stuff here, but I feel like I have probably just worn you out with this. And so today I'm going to wear my new sneakers that will make you famous. And then I'm going to wear let me back up here. This is a blazer. I don't know if you remember. I think I got it from Revolve. It's the Smith blazer and it's the size small, so it's not too oversized. These are, hey baby, these are the Anina Citizens of Humanity jeans, my new belt, and oh my gosh, you guys, this top, I forgot I've got my microphone on, but this long sleeve top from Pumi, it's double lined. I love it. And it's such a good layering piece. It looks very chic. It's inexpensive. It is a perfect top to have for so many different outfits. I love it. I really love the Skims tops too. I'll list those down below. And I know I forgot something, but I feel like I have given you a plenty to think about. And thank you all for being here. Accessories, I have on my Ideal Diamonds with the little wrap around it. I really think you guys would like these. They make me feel extra bougie and special. And like I said, I'll put my code and everything down below. And I put on another of my Ideal necklaces so you could see another one. And this one, they're all adjustable. You can make them, I think there's like 3 different lengths. So I put this one just a little bit shorter. And then this is my Lisa ring. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and I will see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.